Faith comes by hearing. Faith comes by hearing. Faith comes by hearing. The more you hear, the greater your faith will be. The more you hear, the more your faith grows. Because when you are hearing with your spiritual ears and your natural ears at the same time, there's a filter going on. The spiritual ear filters faith and puts it into the heart. The natural ear hears the natural word and puts it into the brain. So you are feeding your heart and feeding your brain at the same time when you're hearing the Word of God. The Word of God being spoken. The Word of God on a CD or a cassette. The Word of God on a DVD. The Word of God being sung. And as you're listening to yourself speaking the Word of God, sometimes you start out speaking it in hope. I hope this works. And you start speaking it. And you speak it. And you speak it. After you're speaking it for a little while, you start actually believing it. You know, nothing's changed. You don't see any change. You don't feel anything different. But somehow you start believing it a little better, a little more. It's because you've been hearing it. And as you're hearing it, your heart is getting built up. And so you keep speaking it, but now you're speaking it with a little more boldness, a little more confidence. And the more you're speaking it, the more you're hearing it. And the more you're hearing it, your faith continues to grow. Now, at the same time, as your faith is growing, you start saying it more boldly and more confidently. You start saying it like you mean it. You start saying it like you expect it. And it reaches a critical mass where suddenly the explosion of God takes place and everything is changed.